Navaratnalu, consisting of 9 themes. The themes are YSR Raitu Bharosa, YSR Arogya Shri, Amma Odi, free reimbursement, YSR pensions, housing for all poor, youth, employment and job creation, YSR Asara, YSR Cheyuta, phase-wise ban on liquor and Jalayagyam. Effective implementation coupled with robust monitoring, progress monitoring of these themes will be the prime agenda for my government in the years ahead. The scheme comprises 9 welfare themes benefiting different segments of population and cutting across various sectors. Let me highlight these themes in a greater detail as they are going to be the cornerstone of my government's welfare agenda. The top focus of my government would be farmers' welfare. Totally committed to the welfare of the farming community, my government has plans to bring about a transformation in the agriculture sector, which hitherto has suffered to an extent by the unpredictable weather conditions and to a larger extent due to incoherent policies. With about 62% of the population still wedded to agriculture, my government considers that its primary duty to attend to their interests and well-being. My government is seriously concerned about the farmers who are being exploited in various ways, including supply of spurious seed. My government is planning to set up a state farmers commission to delve deep into the farmer-related issues and bring in reforms. The proposed mission will look into the policy and implementation issues in the agriculture and allied sectors. The much talked about linking of agricultural activities with the MGN REGS stands elusive even today. My government will explore ways and means to evolve a policy that will ensure availability of agricultural labor during the season to bring down the cost of cultivation. As promised, my government will provide rupees 12,500 per annum through the YSR Raitu Bharosa to each of the farming household at the time of sowing from 15th of October 2019 from the Rabi 2019 itself, much earlier than the timeline originally envisaged. This will ensure a total fund flow of over rupees 10,000 crore directly to the farmers, with nearly 1/5 of this amount helping the tenant farmers who, along with the landowners, are desperately looking for financial assistance and solace. My government is determined to safeguard the interests of tenant farmers without hurting the interests and rights of cultivators and landowners. My government also proposes to provide interest-free loans and free bore wells to the farmers. It is planned to provide a rig in each assembly constituency in the state so that farmers can go for bore wells free of cost. Providing 9 hours of free electricity in the daytime, supporting the aqua farmers, establishing price stabilization fund with rupees 3,000 crore corpus, calamity relief fund with rupees 2,000 crore corpus, and establishing a food processing unit in each assembly constituency. A few other farmer-friendly initiatives proposed that need special mention. My government is also committed to revive the cooperative sector, particularly the dairy sector, to providing an incentive of rupees 4 per litre to the farmers who supply milk to the cooperative dairies. To stand by the farmer's family when in distress, my government is committed to rupees 7 lakhs under the YSR Bima scheme in the event of death of a farmer due to any cause. My government is determined to provide assured water to all the districts by taking up integrated water management with conjunctive use of surface and groundwater, development of water resources through scientific water conservation, adopting micro-irrigation techniques like drip and sprinkler irrigation, interlinking of rivers, and complete all ongoing projects taken up under Jalayagyam in a time-bound manner. Polavaram, the lifeline of Andhra Pradesh, and other important projects, including the Veligonda project, once conceived as a major project, will be completed in a definite time frame. A third-party inquiry by irrigation and technical experts is also envisaged to set right deficiencies and irregularities, if any. My government, should it find it necessary, will not hesitate to go for reverse tendering after due diligence. The beeping sound of 108 health ambulance vehicle, which of late seems to be in a mute mode, is still etched in our memories. To bring back the past glory and improve the health conditions in the state, my government is determined to ensure preventive, diagnostic and curative healthcare service delivery to all its citizens through the YSR Arogya Shri. The scheme, which will be applicable to all categories of people whose annual income does not exceed rupees 5 lakhs, will be effective in all cases whenever the expenditure on healthcare exceeds rupees 1,000 and will cover an additional 936 procedures to the existing 1095 procedures for treatment. As a special treatment to the persons suffering from chronic kidney problems and diseases like thalassemia, my government will provide a pension of rupees 10,000 per month. Besides implementing the YSR Arogya Shri scheme effectively, my government will work out a comprehensive action plan to transform government hospitals on par with any private sector facility. All these efforts, while minimizing the out-of-pocket expenses for the poor, will also bring in significant changes in various health parameters like infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate, anemia among women, and malnutrition. To protect the health of the infants, students, pregnant and lactating women in the state, nutrition-related schemes like midday meals will be implemented in the right spirit. To incentivize the village health activities, the monthly honorarium has been increased from rupees 3,000 to 10,000 to about 45,000 ASHA workers in the state. Alcohol consumption has led to misery and large-scale disruption of families. Realizing the adverse impact of this menace, my government is committed to ban liquor in a phased manner. In a first step, my government has ordered closure of all belt shops. This in itself is expected to bring joy into many hearts. My government is determined to ensure education for all school-going children so that no mother is worried about her child's education. As a token of appreciation and incentive, my government is committed to offer rupees 15,000 per year to every mother for sending her children to school under the scheme Amma Odi. This act will not only fully eradicate child labor, but also create necessary ecosystem for a knowledge economy through universal education. We are committed to bring about an improvement in the gross enrollment ratio at primary, upper primary and secondary levels, and also significantly bring down the dropout rates at all these levels. The current state of the government schools calls for a huge uplift and relook so that it incentivizes children to attend school. My government is committed to improve the standards and facilities of these schools. My government is fully committed to bear the cost of education for all the poor families. We will provide rupees 20,000 per year to every student for boarding and accommodation, in addition to full fee reimbursement for students pursuing technical and higher education. My government will also provide quality education in all higher and technical educational institutions. Establishing an inclusive society through YSR Chayuta is our priority. My government is committed to stand by every SC, ST, BC and minority family, and in particular women in the state, by providing necessary support under this scheme. Every woman belonging to these communities and aged between 45 and 60 years will receive an amount of rupees 75,000 in 4 years at the rate of rupees 18,750 per year. My government accords top priority for the welfare of SCs, STs, BCs, minorities and other weaker sections. An amount of rupees 1 lakh will be provided as incentive to brides from these categories at the time of their marriage. My government has plans to set up a permanent BC commission with statutory powers. My government is committed to provide 50% reservation to the unemployed youth of SC, ST, BC and minority communities in all the government's contractual obligations like outsourcing of manpower, transport facilities, civil works, etc.
ఈ వీడియో కానీ మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్, కామెంట్, షేర్ చేయండి. మరిన్ని అప్డేట్స్ కోసం సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.